What's up, YTBC? What's up, MOB? This is Get This Smoke, broadcasting live once again from the corporate headquarters of BLK Prime. Man, this sun is really kicking right here. Let me turn it around here. You don't need to see my face anyway. I'm not the story. Stellar Preparatory School, also the headquarters of BLK Prime. That's the actual story here today. And the story is twofold. We got breaking news. ADRIEN, the problem BRONER 4th Division champion, is now the latest signing for BLK Prime. We already know that they got Terrence Bud Crawford and David Avanesian fight, supposedly netting Terrence Bud Crawford his highest payday in 8 figures. So we came to the headquarters of BLK Prime to get the scoop, to get some inside info about this fight, maybe some marketing materials, and maybe help promote the fight, get some pay-per-views. But instead, what we got was this defunct storefront that used to be the site of Stellar Preparatory School, which, according to their literature, was offering opportunities in academics and athletics to low-income, underprivileged young men that they wouldn't otherwise have. And we can see that, that in their efforts, they, whatever success they had, it wasn't enough to keep the doors open. And the connection is not just the building, not just the corporate offices, but the former principal of Stellar Academy, Lillian Shepard. She is also the COO, the head of marketing, and the media contact for BLK Prime. So around the YTBC, a community that I've been a contributor in for about half a decade, there's a narrative going around that BLK Prime is funded by a large Silicon Valley investment firm called Silicon Investment Group, with $2 trillion assets under management. Now, while not getting into the nuance of assets under management versus the actually value of your company, or the market cap of your company, or whatever, doesn't even matter, because Silicon Valley Investment Group is not the backers of BLK Prime. BLK Prime is backed by a group called Silicon Valley EFC, and that entity does not exist. Every business within the state of California has to register with the Secretary of State, and doing a business entity search on the Secretary of State's page yields a result of 0 entities. You do find Silicon Valley Investment Firm, of course, because they are a company that does exist. But yeah, Silicon Valley EFC does not. Upon further searching, we find that BLK Prime, which is also a California company, their business license has been suspended. Their suspension is a FTB suspension, which is short for the Franchise Tax Board. And what that is, in case you don't have a similar system wherever you are in the world, California is actually a collection of cities. And within each one of those municipal territories, you may have different sales tax. They may vary as much as 10 or 12 cents, or maybe it's a half a cent. But wherever you do business, wherever you offer a good or a service in the state of California, you have to collect sales tax. You're liable as a business for the sales tax in that area, in that zone. You have to calculate all that stuff, and it is due. Those funds are due every quarter. I don't know how long you have to be in arrears before you are actually go into suspension, but whatever that period of time is, apparently BLK Prime exceeded it as of today, It's about a little bit after 4 o'clock in Hayward, California, on a Tuesday. I'm not sure what day of the month it is. Somewhere the last week of August. They're in arrears. It's not a huge deal. They could pay their back taxes and be up and running. I don't know what effect this, like what state their federal business license is in. This doesn't have anything to do with that. This is just in the state of California right now. The BLK business license is suspended until they pay what they owe, like file or pay their back taxes. So that's the latest. I came back to the scene to see if it was open, but nope, still shuttered, still looking like what it appears to be. It still appears to be a shuttered business, and we know for a fact that it's no longer a school, but we don't know if every now and again somebody comes in here to collect some sort of legal notices, because this is the actual address for any legal notices for BLK Prime. If you want your money back, if you don't get the service that you paid for in the David Avenesian fight, this is where you're supposed to come to talk to someone to get your money. And yes, hopefully it's not another bad actor scamming people in boxing, because we all know we've had the history of boxing has been replete with individuals and organizations that were of we'll call it loose scruples. So yeah, let's get this smoke. Transmit another one. ADRIEN, BRONER, Bud Crawford. I'm not sure, guys. You might want to do your due diligence. But out here, the corporate headquarters of BLK Prime. Peace out.